You probably found this video because you were searching on the interwebs for how to start a business. I get it. I've done it. Been there. Promise. Many a times, actually. And so today I want to help you figure out how to start a business from scratch. Hey, I am Jessica Stansberry, and if you are new to this channel, I am so glad you're here, and I want you to hit subscribe so you don't miss any other tips and tricks, especially if you're someone wanting to start a business. That is what I do here. I deliver really useful tips and tricks for running your own business and doing it in the best way possible. So make sure that you hit subscribe, okay? All right, so how to start your own business. You have an idea, you have a passion, you have something you think people will want, and I totally get it. I have been there. I have started many businesses in my day, and I don't think I'm done at this point. So trust me when I say that I have been there. I know the passion you're feeling, and I want to help you. So to start your own business, there's a couple of things you need to do first. And first and foremost is that you need to have an idea. Have an idea. Have a product, have a service, have something that you know that you're going to be passionate about, that you know you want to do. Have that idea, and then it's really easy to execute on all of the other things we're going to talk about. So the second thing you need to do is a really boring one. It's super boring, and it's something that I didn't even do for a while, but you probably should. And that is to file your business name with your state or your county or your city or whatever else you're doing. And obviously there are other things that come in play here. So if you are running a business out of your home where you're cooking or something like that, and you live in a homeowners, somewhere with a homeowners association, you might want to check with your HOA to make sure that that's a thing, or that your city is zoned for that. So do all of the legal things you need to do to check to make sure your business is something you can run from your house or from wherever you're wanting to run it from, and then just file the name with your city or state in whatever capacity that they require that. It's actually really easy. In North Carolina, you just have to go, I think it's $17. It's super cheap to go and register a business name with the clerk of court. And then if you want to get an LLC or whatever, it's a little bit more of a process, but super flippin' easy. Okay, the next thing you want to do is create a business plan. Now, I don't mean that you need to go to Google and you need to download one of those really boring, 450-page business plans. Actually, I mean the antithesis of that. If there are circumstances where you would need that business plan, that really long, boring one, and that is if you're going after funding, or you're looking for investors, or you're looking to pitch your product for some kind of something where they're requiring a business plan, then you're probably going to want that long, boring one. But for the majority of you, what you really want to do, and what I want you to do, is just to create a plan in whatever capacity that looks like for you. That could be on Trello, which is one of my favorite systems. It could be in a notebook. You could literally be oh, I'm gonna write all my notes in this notebook. It could be in a Google Doc. It could be in a spreadsheet. It could be in a PDF, a PowerPoint. I don't care where it is. On a napkin at a restaurant, it does not matter. But come up with a plan. You need to have goals. You need to have things that you're working towards. You need to have a way to get to those things that you're working for and those goals. If you don't have goals, you're just working and you're spinning your wheels. And I promise you that you will thank me later if in this beginning step of starting a business, you actually map out what are my goals for this? What do I want to accomplish? It's great that I want to start it, but where do I want to be in a month, in 2 months, in 6 months, in a year, in 5 years? Where do I want to be, and how am I going to get there? So create a business plan of some sort. All right, and the last thing that you need to do to start your own business is to create a launch plan. It is not a thing anymore. It used to be a thing when the internet was new and Facebook was new, and not so many people were starting businesses as they are now. It used to be a thing that you could put out your product or your service and the people would just come. They would find you in search because you were the only one, or they would find you on Facebook because their friend talked about you. But because the industries are basically all so saturated now, it can be really hard to just like create it and they will come. That's like not really a thing in business anymore. So you need to create a launch plan. Do you need a large audience to launch this business you're wanting to launch? Do you need influencers who are going to promote it? Do you need exposure from the media? Do you just need a couple of friends who are willing to spread the word? Do you need your old boss to come on as a client and so you can use them as a testimonial? What do you need to be able to launch your business into the world and begin taking clients, customers, products, whatever from people? Right? So create a launch plan, create that business plan, create that launch plan, and then launch it, baby. Like literally, that's all you have to do. It is not that hard. Obviously, different types of businesses have different steps here. Maybe you need funding. Maybe you need a prototype. Maybe you need, a piece of equipment. Maybe you need an endorsement from the president. I don't know what you need in your specific business, but in a most generic, most basic way, if you're going to start a business, this is the way you do it. If you are starting a business, I'm your girl. I don't want you to miss my tips and tricks. I promise you that I really wish that I would have found someone who was putting out the type of content that I'm putting out when I was just starting my business. It would have grown way quicker. So I don't want you to miss out on that. Make sure you hit subscribe so you don't. And I will see you 2 times a week on Tuesdays and Fridays for new content that will help you grow your newfound business. Bye, y'all.